So we're in the middle of the Sharjah Desert with Zerzura experiences with two of Manchester's finest. Solar music label bosses, Solardo. Gents, how's it going?
All good. All good, yeah.
Mark, James, welcome to the Sharjah Desert. Warm enough for you?
Oh, God.
That's it could do a little bit warmer.
It's quite possibly the hottest interview we've done yet, and I think that's just because it's you boys, of course, not because of the temperature and all that. So you've just got off the plane from Argentina, right?
Yeah.
How was the gig down there?
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. It's a funny one because, you know, with no disrespect to the promoters or the club, I didn't, because it was on a Wednesday, you know,
Right.
I wasn't aware that it was a bank holiday Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday in Argentina. So I'm thinking, right, and you know, it was quite a big capacity club, like 2,500, 3,000 capacity. And then you get a little bit apprehensive thinking, on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
And we turned up and it was absolutely roadblock.
Do you know what it was actually? What happens when the promoter says to you, can you just do a video saying, come down tonight? You think, oh no.
Oh no.
That's all
They're struggling.
Always a bad time, but when we walked in there, it was rammed.
Yeah, it was rammed.
Either that video worked or it was always going to be.
Of course, promotion.
And obviously for me, Argentina, we've been going there for about 8 years now, and it is, honest to God, if you've not been to Argentina and partied, you know, it's so different to the European parties.
Right.
And the best way that I've explained it over the years is the same passion that the Argentinian people have about the football and about Lionel Messi and about
music.
It's the same passion
Really,
for the
yeah.
music. And like literally, you know, we played a 2-hour set, and you know when it's a proper vibe because 2 hours passes like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, when you play like gigs where the vibe isn't as good, you know, 2 hours feels like 10 hours.
Yeah, of course.
And this was just like flash by, and it was just one of them where everyone was having it. There was no camera phones out. You know, obviously the odd people, but not like where it's like these moments where the full crowd is not dancing and everybody's got a camera phone out. It's just
sure.
Everyone was literally having it to the last song, and like it was just like, it just reminds me how much I love going to South America to play.
Right.
You know, it's just such a different vibe, and it's just like the people are just so up for partying. It's just because they live for like football and music. And
Yeah, absolutely. Like myself.
Yeah. I know.
So let's bring it back to Dubai now. We're obviously in the Sharjah Desert. We're going dune buggying this afternoon. So ahead of your gig at the Penthouse at 5 Palm this evening. You played Penthouse a few times. What's the vibe like in there for you boys?
Yeah, well, we've been playing Penthouse for, I think, many years now. I think it's getting on like 7 years. We've got a really good relationship with the Five. And it's just like same as always, mate. You know, we've had some amazing nights in there. You know, we've played. You know, we've done many after parties in the Five. So
Yeah, but it's good. The vibes are always amazing in there. It's always just great to get back to the Five and stay over there. It's just, Dubai in general is just a mint place to come to and just party.
I mean, you've been coming in many years in total, you know, even before the 5 days are really, then, of course, really. So when was your first gig here together?
2015. We put on our own party was it at the Atlantis?
Yeah, it was there, yeah.
Was it the Atlantis?
Was it Sanctuary in Atlantis at the back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was Head Candy. We were promoting events back then.
That's where we first met. I remember. Yeah. It was. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I don't think we didn't DJ together. No, it's just me DJing at the time.
Right. Okay.
And then we come back to play. I can't remember where the first play. Maybe Soho Garden. I don't know. Can't remember. Ages ago.
Yeah. Anyway,
everything's a blur nowadays.
Just talking 2015. It's 10 years of solar music this year. Anniversary, big birthday coming up. What are the plans for that?
Obviously, we've spoken about a few different things, but like I think what we're going to do is like review the catalogue, look at the biggest tracks, what had the most impact along the way. You know, we've had some unbelievable artists,
absolutely, yeah,
on the label, and it's good because, you know, a lot of the artists that we was the first people to put their music out, and they've gone on to be world superstars.
Amazing.
I can probably name 10 now and so what we're thinking of doing is obviously reviewing the catalogue, looking at like the 10, 15, 20 biggest tracks and maybe putting a remix package together. Obviously, we're hoping to be putting an EP out on the label, something special in and around, you know, just to mark, you know, 10 years of you know, if you'd have said to me 10 years ago that we'd be having this conversation right now
in a desert
about our record label 10 years later, I'd have said never in a million years. But
okay, so Solardo gigs coming up. Ibiza 2025 is around the corner. Where can we see you play this summer?
Well, we can see us in Pasha, in High, in the new one, Universe. Privilege was the first club I ever went to in Ibiza when I was 17. I remember like I was working at the airport and this gang of ex-Marines who worked there, and they was all going on this like army holiday, and one of them dropped out and I was 17, like little skinny. Everyone's like 17 stone, 6'5". And they said, oh, do you want to come to Ibiza? You know, you only have to pay the name change. You hotel free. Obviously, I didn't have much money working at the airport at the time. And I remember, like, obviously, I was completely oblivious to what went on in Ibiza. And they took me to Privilege, and it was like Sonic was playing, and she was like DJing and singing at the same time. And I was just like, and then there was like a live sex show in the middle of the singing.
Swimming pool.
Yeah, and I was just blown away. So it'll be. Well, I'm very intrigued to see what the transformation is. And obviously, you know, we've worked with Jan from Ushuaia and High, you know, for many years, and he doesn't do things by half. So, you know, I can't wait to see what it actually looks like now, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That big reveal is, I think everyone's waiting for it, really, aren't they, to see how they've done it. Yeah.
And to be fair, I seen like something on Instagram the other day, like the drone footage of it.
Loads of drone footage kicking around, but nothing inside yet.
Listen, you know, obviously they must have a lot of men working on the side, because the other day it looked like a complete building site. I'm talking like diggers everywhere, like everything. But obviously they're opening very soon. And
I'm glad they kept the dome as well at the top.
Yeah,
that's the key feature. It's got to stay there. That, you know, watching the sunrise from there.
It's like so
iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, obviously we're playing with Fisher on the 14th of August, so you know that's definitely the gig I'm looking forward to probably most this summer.
So boys, we're going dune buggying now. You up for it?
Yeah, well up for it. Yeah,
let's go.
Let's go.
Nice.
How good was that?
Oh, that's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Apart from nearly crashing a few times and Martin nearly going off the edge of it.
I was on the side of his roller gun.
I was in complete control at all times.
He never was in control. Those things are dead stable anyway. Then we went sandboarding as well.
That sandboarding was amazing, yeah. The only thing downside was having to climb back up the hill. But apart from that, that's the first time I've ever even gone on a snowboard. And
is it really?
I think I'm a professional, actually.
I thought you'd done it before, really, to be fair.
It did look like that way, didn't it?
Right, we've got to get to the penthouse.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Nice one.